time to maybe celebrate or at least just get outside, especially yesterday. Friday and Saturday were kind of gross out there. So that was good napping weather. Yesterday was a good day to be outside, take advantage of some sunshine. Today is going to be very much the same. While we've got people tuning in, we'll show you the picture of the day. This one was from Gary Cochran. This was at Sharp Top, which is always a tricky hike, but it's worth the view on any day, especially when you've got something like this. The sun halo, some of us will refer to this as a sun dog. This is called a 22-degree halo. Basically what happens, you have the sunlight coming in, ice crystals bend the sunlight at a 22-degree angle, and it causes, this halo that you see. So we're just kind of warming up with that little bit of lesson for you on this Monday morning. That, again, our picture of the day. If you guys ever have pictures you want to share with us, you can do so by going to pin it on WSLS.com. All right, let's get to it. There's a live look across the area. Beautiful start to our Monday morning, even though it is quite chilly out there. Maybe have a little bit of frost on the windshield. No matter what the case may be, hope you guys are off to a great start. We are streaming on Facebook. We're streaming live on the app right now, as we do every Monday morning, and we're also streaming on YouTube. Live looks at Whiteville, Virginia Tech, and Blacksburg, Roanoke, and Martinsville. Things are looking good. Got a lot of sunshine out there. It's going to go to work today, much like it did yesterday. So high temperatures today, upper 50s and lower 60s in the NRV. The Highlands, the Roanoke Valley, Lynchburg, and South Side, low to mid 60s. So about a degree or two warmer than yesterday. If you're planning on maybe working off some of the Easter calories that you had this afternoon and early evening is going to be perfect. Absolutely perfect for that. Once again, heading into the overnight, though, we're going to cool things off. As a lot of you guys know, we can and do get frost. This time of year, we can and do get freezing temperatures still this time of year. And a lot of times it has to do with that clear sky, calm wind, and dry air. This is something we call radiational cooling, and it's something we're going to see happen again tonight heading into Tuesday morning, So that means temperatures dropping off into the 30s. Don't necessarily expect a hard freeze out there, but I do expect temperatures to drop into the 30s first thing Tuesday morning, so there could be some patches of frost. Definitely plan for the garden, but I wouldn't necessarily go planting just yet. If you have, no worries, just cover the plants up or bring them inside if you have them in pots and things like that. Heading through the rest of the week, we've got really two main weather features that we're going to keep an eye on, and this is where we get into really the fundamentals and the basics of meteorology. So I teach elementary school kids sometimes when I go into some of these school visits that we do, that high pressure means happy weather and low pressure means lousy weather. Reason for that is with high pressure, the air sinks. Therefore, there's less cloud cover. There's more sunshine. When there's low pressure, it's the exact opposite. The air rises, it cools, it condenses, you get more clouds that way. So you can kind of see where we have two of those main systems at play this week. For much of the week, it's going to be high pressure that's winning that battle, right? So you've got the sinking air, the sunshine that we've got out there right now. Another thing I should mention is you see the wind is clockwise around an area of high pressure. So as we head deeper into the week and it moves offshore, we start to pull in the air out of the south. That means we pull in some warmer air. Then you see low pressure, right? Again, the exact opposite. That is eventually going to help to bring in some moisture and some rain showers. Those will mostly be the case heading into Friday. But there you see again that wind direction coming in out of the south. That's important because it helps to warm things up, but it's also important for those of you that maybe have hummingbird feeders. I'm talking about this over the course of the past week or so. We've already seen some sightings specifically of the ruby-throated hummingbird, but when you have the south wind, that helps to kind of guide their migration pattern back to the north, which usually happens in early to mid-April. And here we are, April the 10th. Expecting this week to be warmer and helping to guide some of those hummingbirds back into southwest and central Virginia. So if you haven't put the hummingbird feeder out just yet, might be a good time to do so. Take advantage of the nice weather, get it out there. We've got some tips from folks, I believe it was from the Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center. They came to the station, gave us some helpful tips for sugar water. And I forget what the exact recipe was, but you can find that on WSLS.com. I think what they were saying is that the dye is harmful to the hummingbirds. But they do have kind of a recipe for sugar water that I think will help you guys out if you do have feeders, and especially if it's your first time putting them out. Meanwhile, as we look toward the rest of the week, today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, dry afternoon temperatures continue to rise. As we head into Friday, we'll see some isolated showers. Maybe a few isolated morning showers Saturday. A better chance of afternoon showers will arrive for us on Sunday, but it doesn't look like it's going to be wet all 72 hours. Highly doubt that's going to happen, as we'll kind of be in between two areas of low pressure. So when that happens, you get some breaks. In fact, again, it looks pretty isolated as far as the coverage or the amount of showers is concerned. So this week's live stream is not as long lasting as the past couple of weeks. Reason being is we just don't have as much going on in the weather world, which is fine, right? 60s for highs today, 30s for lows first thing tomorrow morning. Again, could be some patches of frost out there. By Tuesday, we're in the low to mid 70s. Then by Wednesday and Thursday mornings, we're in the 40s. But the afternoons, you see temperatures continuing to climb. So we'll take the warmth and sunshine with the lack of humidity. Perfect for this time of year. Temperatures reach the middle to upper 70s Wednesday. Thursday, we're in the low to mid 80s for high temperatures. A little bit of a breeze coming in out of the west and southwest, and eventually that catching up to us. Again, the chance for a few showers out there Friday into very early Saturday, and then again Sunday afternoon. But even still, looks like high temperatures, mostly 75 to 80 degrees. Nighttime lows at that point will be in the 50s as we see a little more moisture around. I mentioned a little bit about the hummingbirds. I'll also notice that, or point out this. I was driving around from the gym 2 days ago, started noticing things greening up a little bit more. And obviously that has to do with the time of year, the fact that we've seen some rain. But there's also something else that's been happening known as nitrogen fixation. So we had storms, what was it, last Thursday, especially east of the Parkway. So lightning has a lot of heat, a lot of energy. So when it strikes, nitrogen atoms split and bond with oxygen. That creates nitrates, and nitrates act as a fertilizer as they fall to the ground. So a lot of times after your first storm of the spring, you'll notice the grass getting a little greener. Again, a lot of that has to do with the time of year and the fact that we did see some rain, but a little part of that has to do with the lightning that parts of the area saw late last week. In the meantime, guys, we'll end things off with our Cliff Notes version of the forecast. More can be found on our app, our website, our social media platforms, you name it. We've got the details on it. Again, patchy frost tomorrow morning, and then as we head into the rest of the week, 70s and 80s for highs, mostly sunny through about Thursday. Nathaniel here saying, pretty sure the hummingbird concoction, was it 2 parts water? Yeah, 2 parts water, 1 part sugar. I think that's what it was. But the red dye was, you said, was highly toxic. So Nathaniel, who commented, is one of our directors and production assistants, and he was there for that interview. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're on with that. Alessandro, when do we see chances of strong to severe weather again? Probably not within the next week. Maybe Sunday afternoon. As we see some thunderstorms developing east of a storm system. But as far as anything widespread at the moment, don't see anything really developing here within the next week or so. But good question there. All right, time now 7:16. Thank you guys again for spending a little time with us here on this Monday morning. We've got live updates on the Today Show, the first of which starting up in about 10 minutes. Have a great rest of your Monday. Stay warm this morning, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.